Hi, my name is Karen Ziegler, and I am a design thinking consultant. I help executives and company leaders design the future of how their companies work, and I do that through the delivery of design thinking training and consulting. And welcome back to our channel. If you are a subscriber, and if you are not, I welcome you and invite you to like and subscribe this video so that you are updated whenever we post new content. Today's talk is going to be the first in a series, and that series is about the 6 signs that you are stuck in survival mode. As many of us experienced in the last couple years with COVID, some days were just a challenge just to survive. And so being in that state of mind and state of activity for so long, we could actually be stuck there and not even know it, thinking that we're moving forward. So we're going to begin addressing in this series the 6 signs that you're stuck in survival mode, because when you are stuck in survival mode, you're not expanding, you are contracting. And if you're not expanding, you are not innovating. And you're not designing your future. You're actually letting someone outside of you design your future. So stay tuned as we get started on the first sign that you are stuck in survival mode. Okay, well, let's get into it. The first sign that you are stuck in survival mode is that you are justifying, or perhaps not you, but the leaders around you are justifying. And what do I mean by that? Well, justifying means explaining or defending why something is the way it is. So rather than being open to other innovations or ideas, you're closed-minded or you're contracted and stuck in survival mode through your justifications. Justifications sound several different ways. So begin to be aware of your language as well as the language of your leaders that report to you. Some of the language that can be used when we're justifying our actions or our policies and procedures are the sentence like, we do this because this. Rather than just saying we do this, you begin to justify why we do this. And so it could be a short list or it could be a long list, but you do something because of something else. You are justifying those actions or those policies. Another way of justifying or hearing justification, tuning into whether or not you are doing it or not, is we would change, but. A lot of buts showing up in the room. It has to be done this way, but, or because, the 2 B's that come with justification. Another one is defending your position. Whenever we have to begin to defend our position, or why we do something or why we made a decision, we are justifying. And that not always, but in oftentimes is signs of justification. Another one is rationalizing. We're only going to do this for just to get through this, or we're going to do it this way until, X amount of income comes in, or X project is finished. We rationalize the way that we do things and why we're doing them and for what period of time we're going to do them. Those are all signs of justifying. And another sign of justification is condoning. So you may see leaders doing something differently and justifying the way you're doing it. You would look at the way they're doing it and condone it rather than be curious about it. So why is justification or justifying contraction? Well, first of all, you are almost taking your position or your policy or your procedure or whatever it is within your company and building walls around it in protection. That is survival mode. Whenever we are building walls around something or trying to protect something, whether it's an idea or a policy or procedure or something else, that is justification. And that is a contractive stance. And contractive stances are those that we take in survival mode. And so this is just the first of one of 6 signs that you are in survival mode and not contraction mode. And if this isn't enticing enough for you to keep listening or to even, maybe dismiss this video, I want you to think about this. Ball up your fists. And I want you to squeeze it as tight as you can, and now release it. That is the difference between contraction and growth, survival and expansion. It takes a lot of energy to contract. It takes a lot of energy to be in survival mode. And you already know from the last couple of years, you and your employees and your teammates are exhausted from being in that contracted survival mode. So that is another sign that you are using justification, or maybe one of the other signs that we'll get to in subsequent videos, and that you are in survival mode. And there is a better way. And I like to think that is design thinking, because if you look at justification, saying that it can only be done this way or it can't be done that way because of budgets, blah, 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 you really haven't tapped into the creative potential of your employees and of your organization. Because if you've studied creativity at all, you will know that constraints is how creativity flourishes and thrives. So there are other possibilities. I don't need you to get into what those are, because they're vast and design thinking projects can take months. But I do want you to begin to release that idea that, you know what, I don't have to justify this policy, this procedure. I can be open. I can be expansive. I can begin to look at other perspectives, other viewpoints, and you'll begin to notice as you let go of the contraction, you let go of that survival mode, you begin to move into the space of innovation where things are expansive, possibilities are abundant, and you begin to thrive again. So thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to hear what the next sign of that you're stuck in survival mode is, please be sure and subscribe. Thanks and have a great day.